Right.
Well, Hawk was.
We
so
are
here
filming.
Joanne and Quill, this young
Or
silver
recording,
Quill.
as they
He
say.
is a very talented dog right from the beginning, and this was
It's some
his
kind of a
hardest track
hawk
to date.
or peregrine, maybe?
On this day, I was giving a couple of the dogs a bit more of a challenge with open spaces, and it turned out to be quite windy as well. And the wind here is at their back, and for the
There's been a lot of traffic here from
majority
all the
of this
people
trail
parked for
was
whatever's going
at
on
their
down
back
there.
as well.
So this is really
So
a
he has a
good
very
test for him
thoughtful
to get
start.
across
His
it.
body language, as you watch this, is very clear to read as well. He
As soon as you come out
investigates
here, you can
around
feel the wind
that.
again. Oh, isn't that a beautiful transition?
Very nice road cross.
Woo-hoo!
This is 30 minutes aged. And of all of the dogs, Quill had the most open space on his track, not very much edge. So remember the wind's at their back. So here it's pushing the scent along the back of that building. Quill goes all the way to the end of the building, checks it out. This is a blind track for Joanne, so she's really just reading.
Okay, he's coming back. I think that was a lot of wind coming at him, but wasn't that beautiful?
You can see that
because it
strong
doesn't go
body
there?
language, and he's back on.
That was very nice. I was gonna follow him anyway, because I thought, well, he's smelling something we're not. Okay, hold there. So now this is quite an intersection.
Wind is
So
pushing
don't
that
follow him too fast, just
scent
give
up.
him lots of line.
This is a very crucial intersection here. He's got it. And there's a group of students partying in there. It's a good experience for him.
He says, are any of you lost? Can I help
And
any
he
of
sticks
you?
to his trail. Joanne gives him a minute to think about it. And here he's
That was really good.
going down this corridor. And I really contemplated, because I designed this so it was a single blind. He could have kept going through the opening down at the far end to the left. But for a training exercise,
the
I
scent
asked
goes
Joanne
in and out
to
of these
think
patios.
about the wind and the corridor and give him an opportunity to work the trail a bit
think about
better rather
the
than
wind
just
is at
run
your
behind
back,
him,
so it may
sort of
push
pushing
him a
along.
little further than where the turns are as well.
So
you know how we worked laterally?
He did slow
I
down
would
here,
let him
gave her
go
a good
across here
opportunity,
just in
and
case the
I
wind
asked her
brings
to
him
work him
information.
across the wind a little bit.
Try to walk
We had
him
done
just
that exercise
across.
earlier in the day. Since it was
Yeah,
windy,
take
we
him
did
across.
some wind exercises. So she takes him out across,
Because I think
and
the
he
wind.
immediately
Now look at him.
snaps
See him? Yeah.
to come back to where the stronger
The
scent
wind was
is.
pushing him down that sidewalk.
So she didn't guide him, she just gave him
That's
that
why we
opportunity.
do those
but it's a
exercises,
really
so you
good
can
learning
think
for
about
him
that.
to add to his catalog.
Very nice. And he's so easy to read when he's
He
given
most
that
definitely
opportunity.
could have gone through the opening at the end, though. And it was a hard decision for me to stop them, but it's a good training opportunity.
Woo! That has to be it.
So he has a little
Yes. Because that in the center of those buildings was hard. Hi. No, I think sometimes they do it as a
We
reset.
found out later that our runner, Leona, ran down the sidewalk.
Get going again.
And Quill is up along the edge of the building, but no matter. He's finding it on the softer surface along the building edge.
So he could have gone through the courtyard and popped out here. And it would have been fine.
So here he starts to go straight. And he's really thinking about where he is.
Don't go towards them. No, I won't. They're checking something out.
It's getting better at doing it.
And he decides he needs to go and investigate to the right. So this is that's the opening he could have come through when I stopped him. And you can see he actually looks in. I was there. So you can just picture what's happening here with the wind being as strong as it was coming down. This is a big open space again, and he's trying to find the track, and he's following along where the wind has probably curled around edges and around vehicles. And he goes to the very end of this building and stops, which is good body language for Joanne. And he is a dog who really likes to stop and process. He doesn't rush a lot. And I couldn't tell what was happening here. Then I saw her coming back. I'm
Wow.
trying to stay
So he reached the end of that building and
fairly
went, "No,
neutrally
I'm
in one
done with that
spot."
direction."
Because it's single blind, but I don't want to give it away. Here
So
I
I would
thought,
kind
oh,
of
he's going to go
hold
back
him
into
there
the
because
corridor.
you know you've been in there.
Joanne knows she's been there, but you can see he turns around and comes out.
But when he stood up there, he looked towards the field.
And now he's
But
coming
I know
down.
he looked many ways. Just think of the clock face that you came from 6
So
o'clock.
this is a time when
Now
it's
he's really
good to think
exhausted.
about what
3
directions
o'clock.
has your dog investigated.
So
he
you
came
have
from
9 o'clock and
behind.
12 o'clock.
And if you think about a clock face, he's just gone to 3 o'clock.
Oh, didn't he? That was so clear.
Now he's heading out to 12 o'clock. The wind is strong at their backs. As it turns out here, he is dead on the track. But now he feels that there could be some scent pulling him over to that building.
And it
So
may
Joanne
work
goes
out
with him
that
to
you
let him check it
pass
out.
Leona before he turns around to get to her because of the wind.
See, he likes to stop and think and look around. He smells that drain pipe. Goes in front of that building. And a couple of months ago, we did do a trail that went around that building with the runner's dog, and Joanne was hiding. So she knows at the area. So I'm sure she's thinking, well, that's a possibility. Letting him check it out. But no, he says, I don't think I want to commit that way. So I love this part of the track because without any encouragement at all on her part, he comes
So
back.
I think
He
this
has
is
another
so
shake.
smart.
Ooh,
He's
this
coming
is hard,
back
he
up
says.
here on his own
Resets.
because he was.
And he comes
He
back
looked like he was
completely
really on
his
it
own
here.
to where
He went down
was
there and he's brought
on,
himself
and probably
back
the
up
scent
here.
was
Like
the
that was really amazing.
So he
And now
actually
look.
brought Joanne back to be dead on. This is my favorite part of the track.
Is he
So
picking
now,
up
with the
speed?
wind at his back, he's heading down the field in the open. And as he circles around these benches, oh, his head starts to come up. He starts to gallop,
Awesome.
and there she is. That was a beautiful track. Good boy.